Namaste. Namaste and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. My name is Evalena, and this is a moment in our day where we take the time to simply pause to connect to our bodies, to connect to our breath, to connect to this very, very moment. This month, we have been working with the idea, the image, the truth of spaciousness. Spaciousness that is inherent, it is here now. Most often, what we need to do is kind of move things out of the way to discover what already exists right here and now. So we're going to continue with that journey on this day, on this moment, in this mindfulness practice. So go ahead and take a seat. You can sit on the ground. You can sit on the earth. I happen to be sitting up on a cushion. If you like, you can sit up in a chair to do this, making the body very rooted and grounded, the pelvis and the feet on the ground. And just arrive here. Let your hands drop down on your thighs. Sometimes it takes us a moment to come home, right? To come into our bodies. Take a deep breath in, lift your chin and lift your chest. And then as you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin and release your chin to your chest, releasing that breath out through the mouth. Do this again. Inhale, lift up your chin and your chest, lift up to the sky, a deep breath. Collarbones can widen. Empty it out. You can do this pretty forcefully. Empty it out through your mouth. Using the practice of breath, the pranayama, inhale, fill up, fill up, fill up. Great way to come here, exhale through your mouth. Also a great way to create space, physical space in the body. So as you inhale, lift up, lift up, lift up. Feel the spine lengthening, float the arms up to accentuate that space. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale. This time, turn and twist. We're going to release into a twist to the left side. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, and breathe deeply. Inhaling, create space in the spine. Just by the movement of your breath, you lift up, and when you get to the top, there's a little pause. And then as you empty, stay in that space. Empty, empty into that spaciousness. Inhale, come back up to center, reach up, deep breath. Fill up, fill up, fill up even a little bit more, and then turn and twist, moving to the second side, left hand against the thigh, right hand behind you, turning and twisting, breathing in, filling up. So you feel how you grow a little taller, lifting up, exhale, empty into that spaciousness. In and out. Inhale, come back up to the center, reach up, a deep clear breath. And as you exhale, we're going to round the body forward. So round, round, round. You can put your hands on your shins or your hands there onto your knees if you're in your chair, and just round back for a moment. Inhale, pitch yourself forward. Elbows scrape the body. In breath, heart lifts, and then exhale and round. Let's do this a few times. So we're kind of doing a seated cat and cow. Inhale, filling up. Deep breath, exhale, releasing back. Inhaling, full, spacious breath, beautiful, exhaling and round. Go ahead now and bring the hands back behind you. So if you're on the ground, if you have the space, you can interlace your hands. Welcome to all who are joining us. Or if you're in a chair, you can grab the seat of the chair. Interlace your hands, lift your chest. Now you feel that open space right here at the heart center. Keep the hands back behind you. Inhale, lift the gaze. Bring the breath in through your nose. Exhale, keep that space. Exhale, chin to chest, releasing the breath through your mouth. Let's do a few like this. This is the breath of joy. Inhale up. Deep breath, collarbones. You feel the lift, the spaciousness underneath your arms. Exhale, empty, 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 empty through your mouth, your chin to your chest. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, lifting up. Full, full, expressive, expansive breath. Exhale, look forward. Now we're going to pitch ourselves forward. Lift out of your pelvis. Lead with your heart and just rounding, lengthening, open the arms, lift to the sky. The head drops towards the earth. It might touch the ground, maybe not. If you're in your chair, you're just lifting your arms up. You're just melting your body up and over the front of your thighs. Shake your head yes, and shake the head no, creating space. Inhale, come back up, slow and steady. Float the arms up to the sky. Bring your hands together. Tips of the fingers, just the tips of the fingers, the thumb, the index finger, and so on. The tips of the fingers touching. And then exhale your thumbs right through the midline, over the nose, the mouth. Hover your hands right here in front of your heart. Welcome all. And just breathe into this place, this spaciousness that is here in the palm of your hands, the spaciousness that exists right here at your heart center. And set an intention for this day's practice, this mindfulness moment. Trust that you know what that intention is. Just trust that you know. Take a deep breath and exhale and let it go. Let it go. Good. Shake out your hands. Keep the flow of breath. We're going to continue with the physical practice, the posturing to create space in the body. So I'm going to work on my hands and knees today on the ground. We're going to work with some cat and cow posturing. If being on the ground is not appropriate or doesn't feel good on this day, you could always do this standing so you can come up. So coming down, hands and knees, work very mindfully that the knees are tracking underneath your hips, that your hands are tracking right underneath your shoulders. And start to flow here. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest. You can exhale it through your nose, releasing into the cat position. And just keep going like that. Inhale. You might throw in a few open mouth exhales. Again, a good way to release any tension, stress that you might be holding in your body. Even a good way to clear out thoughts. The mind gets quite occupied, and as it should, right? We're very busy. We have this thinking, beautiful mind. Exhale. But now in this moment, we're working to create spaciousness. Feel the spaciousness in your spine with each breath you take here. Maybe you're feeling places in your body that you're not so spacious. Go ahead and have some fun here. Kind of move around. You can swirl into your hips, pulling your arms forward. Whatever movement you're making, do it with awareness. Use the breath to guide you from this place, this movement into the body. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Go ahead now, let's surrender. Knees are open. Pull your hips back and just rest here. If you're on the ground, it looks like this. It's a child's pose with your arms forward and your head down. You're in a chair, you might just melt yourself up and over the front of your thighs and take a moment to rest. Take a moment to rest. This is a thing that we need to practice, right? Bringing these moments, even if it's just one or two breaths that you pause to connect, is really has a profound effect on the body, on the nervous system, on the muscularity of your body. Just taking a moment of rest, a pause. Deep breathing. In and deep breathing out. Sometimes this is my mindfulness moment for the day. I just come to this place and rest and stretch out the back and the body and just allow the body to arrive and the mind to soften, coming into this moment. A mindfulness practice here. Again, we're spending a little extra time. Right? Deep breathing. You can always come here during the practice. Go ahead and reach your arms forward. Big stretch there, pulling the arms out. If you're in your chair, just reach your arms forward. Inhale, come up onto your knees, your hands and your knees. Float the right arm up to the sky. Reach. Float it all the way up. I'm going to pitch my hips back towards my heels. And using your breath, you're going to weave that arm underneath your armpit and come to a twist here, letting your head rest and feel the back of your body. You can take the opposite arm and reach it forward and extend it and breathe deeply in and breathe deeply out. Again, soften into the stretch, soften into this twist. The lower back is experiencing a place of spaciousness. Maybe you're getting a little bit more space or softening into the shoulders. Sometimes that's an area that we tend to hold tension. Go ahead and walk your hands back underneath you hands and knees. If you're doing this standing, you can do it as well, right? Use your breath. And let's try the other side. Float the other arm up to the sky. Lift, lift, lift. Open space, opening, leaning back. And then go ahead and weave it under the opposite arm, twisting, and then the rest, the release, the deep breathing, the inhalation, the exhalation. Lots of beautiful breath, spaciousness. Maybe your intention was to create spaciousness in your body or in your home, maybe on your desk, right? Maybe in relationship. Deep breathing, whatever that might be. Come back up to the center. Keep returning back to that as we practice, as we move today, and then come into some more movement in the spine, cat and cowing. Deep breathing in, deep breathing out. Go ahead and down on the ground. You're going to open your knees wide, pull your hips back, keep your arms quite awake if you're here. If you're near a chair and you want to just lean back, put your hands on the top of the chair and stretch the body. You get a similar stretch here with your legs straight. Just pull the arms forward, push the hips back, and deep breathing. It's quite remarkable how much space we have. I love this stretch, right? You can get nice and long and tall. Keep your hands down on the ground or put them down on the ground. Now tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. And here's a downward facing dog shape if that's appropriate for your practice. Again, if you're standing and working with a chair, you just pull yourself back. Bend your knees, one and then the other. Take your time. We're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. I have a blanket underneath my legs, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Feet are a little bit wider than hips distance. Let the arms dangle and grab hold of your opposite elbows and let the arms just draw the upper body down, framing your ears. So relaxing the head and neck. You might have to bring your arms forward to find that space. There's always a little bit more. Sometimes we need to back away to find space. That's often part of my practice. Go ahead and release your arms and slow journey. You're going to gently and softly roll yourself all the way up. Come up slow. Good. And then gently arrive, right? Feet rooted onto the ground, into the ground. Tips of the fingers touch. This is the mudra that we're working with. Just the tips of the fingers. Hover your hands here in front of your heart. So the lift, the spaciousness in your heart. Lift nice and tall with your spine. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way to the sky. Touch the fingers at the top. And then exhale, arms open, soft forward bend. Be knees bend as you come down, nice and relaxed in this. Let the head drop. Inhale, come up halfway and find a nice open space. Spine is lengthening. Exhale, go back down. Press into the ground and rise back up. Lifting, expanding, tips of the fingers touch at the top. Exhale, bring your hands right here to your heart. It's a very mindful movement. Let's do this again. Inhale all the way up. Full breath. Exhale. So we use the breath to clear out, to literally create space in the body. Inhale, come up. Expanding the lungs. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, rising up. So we find that space on that beautiful inhalation and then surrender. Tips of the fingers touch as you exhale your hands to heart. Up you go. Feel your breath. Awakening, exhale down. Halfway up. Exhale back down. So you can see and experience the movement being guided as you inhale by the fullness of your breath. Tips of your fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Step your feet wide now. And you can be generous in this stance, right? Make sure you're safe. I have my toes turning in towards one another a bit. Feel the breath here. Take your arms out to the side and unwind. Left arm up, palm is up, and then right arm up, and then change, right? One side to the other. Keep flipping the arms up and over. Little dance here into your shoulders. This is an area, keep the chest lifted as you're exploring here, right? That we tend to get a bit tense and tight, closing off the space where the breath or the body, even for the connection of mind to body, right? We close off that energy, not intentionally. Take your hands back behind you, interlace. If you can't interlace, your hands can rest on your hips. Look up and open the chest, lean back, exhale. We go down halfway, pause here. Keep breathing. So your core is working now. I'm pulling my hips pretty intentionally back, opening up through the chest. Keep the opening of the chest. Take your arms out, nice, big, beautiful airplane. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. If you want to use a chair there as a support, if the earth is not nearby, feel free to do that. Exhale, right hand down, left arm, twist and expand. Lengthen through the spine. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release the hands. Use your breath and then surrender. Let the head drop. Let everything go here. If this is available, you might move side to side a bit. I'm bending pretty deeply into my knees. I can bend my knee pretty deeply and straighten that right leg. Maybe that happens for you. Maybe it doesn't. Be really careful and mindful. In any way, in any movement that you're doing, you can create space in the hips just by moving gently, straightening one leg, straightening the other leg. I like to be spacious, like creating a wide-legged posture to get space in that lower back. That's an area that typically tenses up for me when I'm seated for any amount of time. Gently rise back up. And shrug your shoulders. Heel toe your feet in, heel toe your feet in, coming here back to center, the feet underneath your hands here alongside the body. Chest is lifted. A nice full breath. Beautiful. Let's turn to the right side, and I'm going to go wide again. Be spacious with the legs, right? Stepping nice and wide, making sure the toes are straight across here, so not one foot is not in front of the other. Lift up onto the ball of the left foot and turn that foot forward. Open your arms. Your palms can be facing up, and then simply bend that left knee. Keep the right leg nice and straight. So this is a warrior two position. I'll turn to the side so you can see, just open up. Where can you find some space? Maybe here in the spine, maybe here in the hips. I'm going to straighten the front leg a bit and soften it using your breath. These beautiful shapes. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. Lift the arms up over your head. Tips of the fingers touch. Keep the left leg straight. The right leg is straight. And then the hand, that left hand just hinges down. The whole torso stays open. Left leg is straight, coming into a Trikonasana. This is one of the most beautiful, spacious standing postures here. Open up. Maybe the gaze can lift to that top hand. And sometimes I have to arrange the head to do that. I have to look down a bit and arrange so that the chin gently and easily lifts to the sky. Use your breath, press down and lift back up. Good. Put your hands on your hips. Turn that left foot in. Turn that left foot and then turn the right foot out. So we're changing sides. I'll turn to this direction so you can see. Turn the right foot out. Bend the knee. So you're in this warrior position. Arms are lifted. You're quite spacious here. Breathing in. Does this side feel different at all? You can straighten the leg, lift the arms to the sky. Tips of the fingers touch. Exhale, go back down. In and out. So there's a lot of opportunity right here in the hips, maybe by moving the back leg, pushing that back leg or that left leg back into the hip socket, bending that right knee a little deeper. Inhale, straighten the legs. Both legs are straight. Tips of the fingers are at the top. Create space, lift up out of the torso. The spine is lengthening, arms separate. And now this time the right hand just slides down the front or the right shin. The left arm is up to the sky and you're breathing, moving, and finding that energy. Again, find the spaciousness, head and neck, lean back. Drop your chin and perhaps lift the chin to the sky and the breath is flowing. Good, look down, use your core energy to lift yourself back up. And drop your arms. Go ahead and bring the feet, turn the toes in towards one another and heel toe yourself back here to a Tadasana position. Palms are open. Breath is flowing. Good. Here's a way I like to create space in the body too, a little balancing act. So if you want to hang on to something, I have the windowsill here or a chair. If you want to stay in the center of the room, I often like to practice like this. Go ahead and lift your right leg up. So we're going to lift the right leg up. Put your hand on your knee. Take that right leg out to the side. Flex the foot. One arm lifts. Stay with it. Lift up. The other arm lifts if that's available. Feel the energy. We're not quite in a tree, right? In this open tree here. This right leg out to the side. Listen, bring the knee forward, and then we're going to float it back and then back behind the left hip. So drop the foot down. So now both legs are crossed. Turn the palms up and then just melt yourself forward, a little bow, a little curtsy forward. This is good for the outer hips. Feel that squeeze in that outer hip area. Use your breath and come back up. Unwind, step with the right foot underneath you. Let's try the left foot. Lift the left leg up. So I find that if I just kind of calm down here in this balance, core is lifted, you take the leg out to the side, maybe one arm. Core is lifting, right? Feel the lift of the leg, feel your energy. If the foot comes down, bring it back up, right? Feel the breath flowing in and out. Ooh, having some fun. Bring the knee into center. Listen, we're going to step it back behind and back towards that right hip. So really crossing the inner thighs. Feel the stretch through the outer hips. Flow forward, little bow forward, a little curtsy, the arms out to the side. Long, beautiful spine. Inhale, come back up. Put the hands to your hips and undo. Just circle into your hips. Shake out your arms. And just a little bit of fun here for the standing poses. Feet are hips distance. Feet are hips distance. Bend your knees. Put your hands on your thighs. So we talk about spaciousness. Spaciousness in the spine. Spaciousness in the heart. Feel the energy here. Pushing down. Bring your arms forward. Make a fist. Keep your thumbs up. Everything's okay here. Exhale. We're going to bring the elbows back alongside our bodies. Straighten the legs. Lean back. And do that again. Bend forward. Push the arms forward. Thumbs up. Exhale. Great way to create space. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the elbows going back. The heart lifting. Shoulder blades lifting. Gorgeous. Exhale. Inhale. Open the fingers. Shake out the hands. Shake out the legs. Flutter your lips a little. Great. Let's prepare for a seated posture. Here's our meditation portion of this mindfulness practice. I have a pillow. Again, you could always sit in a chair if that feels better, if that's more comfortable for you. And the key here, right, the invitation for us, gently come down, is to find a place that you can sit comfortably, spaciously. There's the idea. That's what we've been working with, the theme of this month's practice. And still. So we get to the good part, kind of the flourish of the whole practice. What is the purpose of this mindfulness practice? Is just to create a little space in our beautiful minds, right? Just to be here now. And the wonderful thing about the practice is we don't have to change a thing. We just have to uncover. We just have to remove what is kind of distracting us from the spaciousness. So sit nice and tall. Spine is open, palms can be open, and then taking Gaya Mudra, that's a way for us to come to this focus. So again, we're uncovering the natural spaciousness that exists here and now. And a great place to start is with the movement of your breath, just bringing the breath in and bringing the breath out, and really focus on that breath. And there, right, there is the way that we move into spaciousness in our minds. Now, that said, if a thought comes in, absolutely welcome that thought and then welcome it right back out. Just let it go. Don't hang on to it. Don't roll with the storyline, whatever it is. Oh my goodness, I have this, or I should have this. It's a beautiful thought. Let it go. And then come back to the breath. And even this discovery here in our beautiful breath as we inhale, there's a natural spaciousness at the top of that inhalation, a natural pause. As we exhale, the breath releasing, emptying, there's a spaciousness. There's a pause, there's an openness. Just be here now. You might smile at your thoughts if they come in, if they're trying to distract or interrupt you, and just acknowledge that and then let them move through. Come back here. Perhaps the body is now trying to distract you. Oh, right. There might be a sensation that you need to adjust or move toward, and just see if you can stay and breathe there and see what happens. That sensation will even soften. And staying here, just notice, just begin to notice your breath. And for a moment, come back to your intention for this practice and trust again that you know it, whether you set one or not, just spaciousness. And hold that intention with great kindness, with great compassion. Breathe in fully, the whole body now. And as you exhale, empty, you drop your chin to your chest. Let that intention go. Good, keep your chin down. Bring the tips of your fingers to touch right in front of your heart center. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings. Keep pressing your hands together, and as you inhale, float the arms to the sky, the arms lifting, your fingertips rising right above the crown of your head. Take a deep and clear breath in. As you exhale, just float the arms open. Send the light, the energy for spaciousness for all beings. May all beings be free. May all beings be safe. And may all beings be happy. Bring your fingertips back together. And as you exhale, your hands coming right through the midline, your hands landing here at heart center. Namaste to you all. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice. I wish you great spaciousness in the rest of your day. I wish you a wonderful week and a happy holiday weekend if you're celebrating in any way. So I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Namaste.